Hello guys, my name is Karunakar and my channel name is Linux Joy. Today we are going to install CentOS 7 in a virtual machine. For that, previously I installed VMware Workstation Pro, that is 12 Workstation Pro. So now I'm going to click on that. Yeah, I already installed Linux Mint, that is 64-bit. So we are going to install another virtual machine. For that, click on home button, click on create a new virtual machine. So always choose typical, that is recommended. Next, here I am going to select installer disk image. So this is not that disk image. CentOS disk image I have in my essential directory and CentOS 7 folder. Click open. Yes, it's detected right now. So next, click on next. So here you can change your virtual machine. Here I'm going to change like CentOS 7 -VM, that is my virtual machine name. And you can change the location also, clicking the browse option and choose whatever the folder you particularly created for that virtual machine you can select. Now I'm not going to select any folder because I'm choosing default location, that is users, Karnataka documents and virtual machines, and click next. So I'm going to virtual disk as a single file. I'm not going to select that split virtual disk into multiple files. So and next is I'm giving 30 GB, that is more than enough for our practice purpose. Click next. So here this is always check that power on this virtual machine after creation. If it is not, please check that option, and you need to go customize hardware because we have to discuss here something like this is memory, that means that is our RAM. I'm giving 3 GB of RAM, so that is 3072 MB, right? And my processors, okay, I can give 2 processor and 2 cores. Okay, that means total processor cores are 4. According to your CPU, you can give that number of processor and number of cores per processor. So mine is 2 cores, 2 number of processor and 2 cores of that processor, right? And yeah, this is already selected ISO image, that is this ISO image we are going to choose for install purpose, and leave everything as usual. Network adapter is NAD, USB control present, sound card is auto detect, and printer display, right? Then close and finish. So yes, it started and booted. So to enter into virtual machine we have to use Control Alt Enter. To get back also Control Alt Enter. If the mouse is not working, just Control Alt, it will show up on the desktop. So Control Alt Enter. I will choose use up and down arrow keys. I will choose install CentOS Linux 7. Press enter. So press enter key to begin the installation process. Please enter. Yeah, now it started. It will take some time, not that much time, but it will take. So yes, very little bit amount of time. According to your system configuration, what are the virtual machine settings you gave that? We gave 3 GB of RAM and hard disk is 35 GB, and means it's fine. I gave that configuration according to my system configuration. So if your system has only 4 GB of RAM, you can give 1 or 2. 1 GB is necessary to run this CentOS 7. So here we have to check that language. I'm clicking that English and English United States. Next, continue. Yeah, this is installation summary. We have localization and software system. First we need to select, we need to complete these options, then only we can click on the begin installation option. So first, date and time. I'm clicking India, right, and the time exactly 6:54 p.m. right now. I'm 6:54. Yeah, 54 p.m. and today's date is 26. Everything is same, and click this blue done button. Done. Keyboard as well as usual, we are going to select English US. If you want to add any additional language keyboard also, you can find here and you can add them here, right? At present I'm not going to add anything, so done. Keyboard language support, same language if you want to. Here we have so many languages like Netherlands, Portuguese and Telugu also we have, and Tamil, Kannada, everything. Tamil also here. Yep, Tamil. So now I'm not going to install any language support. So for that I'm check on only English United States. Check the button. Okay, installation source. This is the source. So we already selected the ISO image file. You can select any file, and then over the network also. Like we have to click here and we have to give that address. It's a mirror list. So with the help of that also we can install this OS, but at present we are going to install with ISO image file. So auto detected installation media, we are not going to verify because it's good, we are already installed. Like I have already checked everything. So done. And software selection, okay, we are not going to install minimum install because I'm going GNOME desktop. So desktop version we are choosing, and if you want any add-on for selected environment, these are you can add at a time. We are installing this application will be installed, but I'm not going to add anything. So yes, click on done button. Okay, it will check that installation source and the software selection. Yeah, now installation destination, that means the hard disk. Here is our hard disk. Click on that. Done. Now click it once again. Click on that. Here I will configure partitioning, right, and done. No, we are not going to create any LVM partitions here. So standard partition, click on standard partition plus. So first /boot partition, right? Normally we can give 500 MB, so I'm giving 500. So add a mount point. Yeah, you can see the partition here /boot and 500 MB, and this is standard partition, and file system is XFS. Next, swap partition. So swap, generally if you have 3 GB RAM, that swap memory should be 2 into RAM memory, but actually there is no need to give that much of MB here, that is 6144 MB. Instead of that, I am giving same the RAM capacity 3070, it is enough. So I am giving, if you want to really give the swap memory would be 2 into your RAM memory, that means 3072 into 2 6144, but here it is okay, 3070 it is enough for me, so I am giving that. So click on add mount point. So here 26.51 GB left. Initially I create only 3 partitions when I am going to choose install any operating system in the Linux. So that is /boot partition we created here, and next is swap partition, and the next one is root partition. For that we have, how much we have left, 26 GB, right? 1024, that is 26, how much, that is 6024 MB. So I am giving mount point would be slash and 26,624 here, and add mount point. Yes, how much left? This is 523.97 MB. It's okay, no problem. And next click on done. Yeah, summary of changes. Your customization will result in the following changes. So everything will, the partition we created, it will show up that swap memory and the partitions. Okay, next we have to click on accept changes here. So before that we have to give network host name. In VMware we have to just enable it, and we can give any name here, localhost.local domain. That is means it is fully qualified FQDN, fully qualified domain name, but we are not going to prefer anything here. We can give your host name, that is your system name, system physical address. After installing, I am going to tell you how to change this. If you find, yeah, after installation I will tell you how to change the host name also. So this is the IP address. In virtual machine is a default DHCP work and domain host control protocol. So it will give one IP address here, right? Click on done. So everything is set. Now begin installation. Okay, when the installation start, you have to give root password here. That is your administrator password. In Windows environment we call as administrator. In Linux environment we call the person who administrates everything. The person name is here like root, not like exactly root. I give send OS 7 and send OS 7 and then click on done. Yeah, next you can create another user, like my name is Karunakar. Okay, I'm giving my name Karunakar. Okay, okay, you can make him as administrator, but here I'm not going to make. In command prompt we can give the administrator privileges to this normal user also. Everything we'll learn after the installation. So I'm giving the same password because this is only for practice purpose, right? And click done. Yeah, installation started, and it will take some time. So I'm going to skip here, right? After that installing every files, I will come back and tell the later things, right? Okay. Okay guys, welcome back. Now we are going to check that installation process. Here my CentOS 7. Okay, the installation process is completed. It's installed exactly 1319 packages. Okay, after installing all these packages, we have to reboot. To click this button, reboot. After the boot up, first login. Now we're going to see the login page. Why it's taking time? Because first boot up. I think yes, license information. So click on that licensing. CentOS Villa. Just check the I accept the license agreement and then voila, finish configuration. Okay, you upload that. I gave a normal user as Karunakar. No, I'm not going to log in as a normal user, so I'm going to log in as a root user. For that we have to click not listed. Username is root, enter. The password, you know that, CentOS 7, enter. Yes, and this is the login page of CentOS 7, and after login we see this is the home screen and everything. Initial setup, like as usual, my language is English. Click next, and typing English US, next. Connect your online accounts. No, I'm not going to connect any online accounts right now. Skip. You are all set. Start using CentOS Linux. Getting started. Gmail. Close this one. Okay guys, thank you for watching this CentOS installation video, and this is my Linux tutorial first video. Thanks for watching once again. If you like the video, please click on that like button and subscribe my channel, and you can share this video to others who are interested to using Linux and who are eagerly waiting to learn the Linux. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.